Commander Sarah Chen stood on the bridge of the UES Leviathan, her fingers gripping the cold metal railing as she watched the quantum cascade displays flicker with impossible readings. The massive dreadnought, one of Earth's most feared warships, had been patrolling the outer rim when the signal arrived, a transmission that shouldn't have existed, couldn't have existed, yet somehow pierced through 16 dimensions of folded spacetime. "Analysis complete, Commander," reported Lieutenant Yuki Tanaka from the communications array. Her voice carried a tremor that Chen had never heard before. "The signal, it's not from our universe." The bridge fell silent except for the low hum of the ship's fusion cores. Chen's enhanced neural implants processed the data streams flooding her consciousness. The transmission was encoded in mathematical constants that predated human civilization by billions of years, yet somehow her ship's quantum computers could decipher its meaning. "Help us. They are coming." The Devourers crossed the void. "Sir," called out Chief Navigator Rodriguez from his position at the dimensional helm, "we're receiving similar signals from 17 other frequencies. All originating from parallel dimensional matrices." Chen closed her eyes, feeling the weight of command settle on her shoulders like a lead blanket. The Leviathan was equipped with humanity's most advanced weapon systems, antimatter torpedo banks, plasma lance arrays, and the experimental zero-point energy disruptors that could tear apart molecular bonds at the quantum level. But what could threaten beings advanced enough to broadcast across dimensional barriers? "Prep the fleet for emergency assembly," she ordered. "Send priority alpha signals to the Harbinger, Dreadnought, and Void Stalker. Tell them to converge on coordinates." She paused, consulting the navigation data flowing through her neural link. "Grid Zulu 77 Alpha." Within 6 hours, Earth's deadliest warships had assembled in formation around a seemingly empty patch of space. The Harbinger, a stealth destroyer capable of phasing between dimensions, flickered in and out of visible reality. The Dreadnought lived up to its name, a massive battlecruiser bristling with enough firepower to crack a moon. The Void Stalker appeared as little more than a dark silhouette against the stars, its experimental cloaking technology rendering it nearly invisible even to their own sensors. Admiral Marcus Webb materialized as a hologram on the Leviathan's bridge, his weathered face grim with determination. "Chen, what's our situation?" "Unknown entities threatening multiple dimensional planes, sir. The mathematics behind their transmission suggest they're facing extinction-level events across at least 47 parallel realities." Webb's expression darkened. "And they're calling for help from us specifically?" "Negative, Admiral. They're broadcasting to anyone with the technology to receive interdimensional communications. We just happen to be the ones who answered." Before Webb could respond, reality twisted. The space around their formation began to buckle and warp as something massive began pushing through the dimensional barrier. The fleet sensors screamed warnings as energy readings spiked beyond their measurement capabilities. "Contact," shouted Sensor Specialist Davis. "Multiple bogies emerging from dimensional fold. Classification unknown. Energy signatures are. Jesus Christ, they're off the charts." The creatures that emerged defied every law of physics Chen thought she understood. They appeared as writhing masses of dark energy, each one the size of a small moon, with tendrils that seemed to exist in several dimensions simultaneously. Where they touched normal space, stars began to dim and die, their energy being consumed by something that shouldn't exist. "Devourers," Chen whispered, understanding flooding through her enhanced consciousness. "They consume energy, matter, even spacetime itself." The lead devourer turned its attention toward their fleet, and Chen felt a chill of primal terror. This thing had killed entire civilizations across dozens of realities. What could 4 human warships do against something that vast and alien? "All ships, weapons free," Admiral Webb's voice cut through the paralysis. "Show these cosmic parasites what Earth's finest can do." The Leviathan's antimatter torpedoes screamed through space, each one containing enough destructive force to vaporize a city. They struck the nearest devourer and simply vanished, absorbed into its writhing mass like raindrops into an ocean. Conventional weapons ineffective, reported Weapons Officer Grant. The entity is absorbing all energy-based attacks. Chen's mind raced through tactical possibilities. Energy weapons were useless, kinetic projectiles would be absorbed, nuclear weapons would only feed the creatures. Then inspiration struck. A desperate gambit born from humanity's tendency to think outside conventional parameters. All ships, initiate zero-point field collapse, she ordered. We're not going to feed them energy, we're going to starve them. The 4 warships synchronized their zero-point disruptors, creating a cascading field that began unraveling the fundamental forces holding spacetime together in a controlled implosion. Instead of releasing energy, the field consumed it, creating a growing void that even the devourers couldn't escape. The effect was immediate and catastrophic. The lead devourer writhed as its energy was pulled into the collapsing field, its interdimensional form beginning to unravel. The other creatures turned to flee, but humanity's warships had created something unprecedented, a weapon that consumed the consumers one by one. The devourers were pulled into the expanding void, their impossible forms dissolving into component particles. As the last one vanished, Chen felt the dimensional barriers stabilize, the distress calls from parallel realities falling silent. All ships report successful containment, Admiral Webb's hologram announced. Well done, Commander. Earth's deadliest warships just saved 47 realities. Chen nodded, watching as the zero-point field collapsed safely into itself, leaving only empty space where cosmic horror had threatened existence itself. Humanity had answered a call that echoed across worlds, and for once, they had been enough. Set course for home, she ordered. And send a message to Earth Command, we're going to need bigger ships.